Here's who stood out on day 6 of 49ers training camp. The good wide receiver Juwan Jennings. He ran the most devastating route of training camp so far, and out and up in the red zone from the 5-yard line. He was facing Isaiah Oliver, who fell for the quick cut to the outside. When Jennings caught the ball in the back of the end zone, he was all alone. The 49ers use him like a skinny tight end, particularly in the red zone, and he's a better route runner than George Kittle. Defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw. He's playing zero technique nose tackle during one-on-one drills and having success because he's facing centers one-on-one and dominating them with sheer size and power. He hasn't beaten starting center Jake Brendel yet, but today Kinlaw beat backup center Keith Ismail with an impressive swim move. Defensive tackle T.Y. McGill. He's playing 3-technique defensive tackle during one-on-one drills and beating everyone he faces. Today he beat Jason Poe and Joey Fisher. McGill might be the best backup defensive tackle on the roster. Left guard Joey Fisher. He didn't beat McGill during one-on-ones, but he stonewalled undrafted rookie free agent defensive tackle Spencer Wege twice. Defensive end Taco Charlton. He signed with the 49ers this morning, beat Jalen Moore with the spin move during one-on-one drills, and recorded a sack during 11-on-11s. If Charlton stays healthy, he could make the final roster because he's clearly a much better pass rusher than Clelin Ferrell. Linebacker Marcelino McCrary-Ball. He's becoming the favorite to start at Sam linebacker. He broke up 2 of Brock Purdy's passes today. First, he nearly intercepted a pass over the middle that was intended for Christian McCaffrey. Then near the end of practice, McCrary-Ball saved a touchdown by breaking up a pass at the goal line that was intended for Ty Davis-Price. Running back Christian McCaffrey. He collided with Dre Greenlaw and fell hard to the ground on a run. But instead of punching Greenlaw or starting a fight, McCaffrey calmly stood up and said something to him. Greenlaw immediately hugged McCaffrey and gently patted his helmet. I like to imagine that McCaffrey politely told Greenlaw to never, ever, 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 ever knock him over during practice again, and Greenlaw pinky promised that he wouldn't. Defensive end Nick Bosa. He still hasn't bothered to show up for training camp. He's in Florida working out at his home gym, which normally would be bad, but Bosa has proven he trains better at home than he does with the 49ers. Perhaps missing training camp will benefit Bosa by allowing him to conserve some energy for the end of the season. Remember, last season he ran out of gas before the playoffs began. The not so good. Deebo Samuel. He fumbled. Isaiah Oliver punched the ball out of his hands. For someone who has the ability to be the best player on the field every freaking day, Samuel rarely asserts himself in camp. Defensive end Drake Jackson. He faced Trent Williams and Colton McKivitz during one-on-ones and lost to both of them. Jackson doesn't have pass rush moves that he can string together. He mostly tries to win around the edge, and when he tried that against Williams, he fell on his face. Right tackle Colton McKivitz. He got beat during one-on-ones by Clelin freaking Ferrell, which is not a good sign. Left tackle Jalen Moore. He left practice early with an injury. He stayed on the ground for a minute but walked off by himself, which is a good sign. Cornerback Ambry Thomas. He got most of the first-string reps at left cornerback because Travarius Ward pretty much didn't practice and gave up 3 catches. Thomas almost never breaks up a pass anymore. He's an observer, and he has the best vantage point on the field by far. I envy him.